Tampa Native Show fans, this is Mario Nunez, live from, well, as you can tell, it's the Eiffel Tower behind me. Look, I'm in Paris, France, with some good news and some bad news. The good news is, well, I'm in Paris, France. The bad news is I might not make the show tomorrow night, or tonight, as the case may be. So look, just in case I don't make the show, Steve, have a great show. 15-Minute Girl, do all you can to make it a great show, because I've got to go see the Louvre, and the Arc de Triomphe, and the Champs-Élysées, and the Cathedral of Notre Dame. In the meantime, I'm going to have a blast. I'll try to get back to you, and if I can't, salute and happy days from Paris, France. Jeff, push the big button. Jeff.
I remember Tampa, the way she used to be, the places we would run to, the faces we would see. Yes, I remember Tampa, her sweet soft memories, a city rising on the move, a simple yet progressive groove. Yes, I remember Tampa, she remembers me.
Welcome to the Tampa Native Show. Stay tuned now for the most entertaining 60 minutes from the studios at TBCN, Tampa Bay Community Network. Join your hosts, Mario Nunez and Steve Canella, as they celebrate growing up in Tampa. From Shock Armstrong to Shakey's Pizza, from Braddock Street to Buffalo Avenue, get ready to call in and tell us your stories, because sharing your memories has never been this much fun. And now, Mario Nunez and Steve Canella.
Hi everybody, this is Mario Nunez alongside my co-host and partner,
Steve Canella.
and we're here today, Saturday afternoon at Amaryllis Sandwiches and More in the heart of West Tampa. We're talking with one of the Tampa Native Show's biggest fans, Mr. Frank Cueto. Frank, say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
That's hi everybody from Frank Cueto. I think it was hi
Also
everybody.
known as the mayor of Amaryllis.
Frank, tell everybody what it is that you enjoy so much about our show.
What I enjoy the most about the show is the camaraderie of growing up in West Tampa or in Tampa, and it's now being publicized on the show. That's the best part of it.
And Frankie, do you watch every week?
Every week.
Frank is not only one of our biggest fans, but he's also one of our sponsors. And Frank, what time is the show on?
It's at 7 o'clock on Thursdays.
7 o'clock on Thursdays. That's 950 Bright House, Channel 30 Verizon. And tune in next week when our topic is going to be your fondest high school graduation memories, as well as any memories you might have from Beach Week. On behalf of Steve Canella, I'm Mario Nunez. We'd like to say, salute.
Wait. If I'm in jail, I'm calling 221 bail. Who do you call? Vinny.
That's Simon Canassi. Thank you so much, everybody, for being there. We'll see you this week on TV.
And that's a
Bonsoir, bonjour. Hello, everybody. This is Mario Nunez. Did you think I was not going to make it back for this show? Well, you got another thing coming. Alongside my co-host, Steve Canella, this is the 15-Minute Girl, and look at her sitting at the table with the big boys. We just like to say, hey, we pulled a little prank on you guys, and we think we might have just pulled it off. I know Stevie was more nervous than he's ever been in his life.
No, that was an act.
I'm sitting here, no, that wasn't an act. I'm sitting here dying 1,000 deaths for him because I'm 2 feet from him, and I'm going, oh, Stevie, just breathe. Just exhale a little bit. You'll be fine. But then, Stevie could have put on his glasses so he could have read a little bit better, too.
That
But
would have
hey,
helped.
I'm so tickled to make it back. Now, listen, for those of you that might not know, yes, that was the real Eiffel Tower. I wasn't working in front of a green screen there. A lot of you may know my day job is as an airline hostess with one of the major airlines. And I just got in literally today at 5:30, landed at TIA. The 15-Minute Girl picked me up and we expressed ourselves out here, and here we are. Isn't this a good time? Baby, how you doing?
I'm good. I would like to say.
Okay, here we go. Say something, baby. Look right into the camera and say
I'm
it.
at the man table.
Oh, yeah, she is.
And I'd just like to say, thank y'all so much for inviting me over.
Oh, some of that Southern hospitality coming through from our Georgia peach.
And let's have fun.
15-Minute Girl. So anyway, Stevie, how did that feel to do that little intro?
Maury, that was fun.
It was good?
Yeah, it was great.
You weren't too nerve-wracking?
No. That was Yeah, that was all part of the act.
It was
there,
part
yeah.
of the act. Now listen, if any of you think Steve was just nervous, well, he was. But anyway, here we go.
And this ain't easy, folks.
Yeah, it ain't easy being green and live television. Well, Stevie just found out tonight how much he needs us. And we've got our first caller, so why don't we go to the calls? Again, tonight's topic is your high school graduation, beach week. Question of the week is high school graduation, beach week. Which one had the most impact on you? Which one do you remember most vividly?
Right.
Call us tonight, and let's go to our caller. Stevie, take this one.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey guys, this is Joe Beanie.
Hey, Joe Abini. We're so glad you're there. Hitting in that number one leadoff spot, Joe Abini.
Did we throw you off, Joe?
You made it back okay.
Yeah, no.
Barely.
Listen.
By the skin of his teeth.
It was something else to sit here and watch Stevie, boy, because I was just looking in his eyes and he was just right there with us. I said, Stevie, just breathe. I'm sitting here next to him, just breathe, Bubba. I wanted to reach over and tell him it's going to be okay. I'm coming. I'll be in there in a minute. And then he just started humming a hum. He had his own Ralph Norton moment.
He did
Ralph Cramden,
did
yeah,
fine.
Norton. He did great. Hey, Joe, tell us your
I wouldn't say
fondest memory. Yeah, G for great. Tell us your fondest memory of your high school graduation.
Well, the graduation was great, but we went to Burns. A bunch of us all went out
Oh, that's cool.
Burns.
Nice.
for dinner, and we got to ride in my friend Richard Balvin, Dr. Balvin's Cadillac, his dad's brand new Cadillac. We got to ride in that. And I've sent you a picture of us and smooching in the back seat there.
Oh, wait
nice.
a minute. Now, look, I saw that picture, and I thought, this was kind of like one of them G-rated TV shows. I don't think we could show that picture. That was quite a smooch he was throwing right there.
G for great.
Yeah, Joe, what was going on
I
right
didn't
there?
see that picture.
You were happy to get out of graduation day, weren't you?
Exactly, absolutely.
Now, had you already been signed, or you hadn't been picked up just yet, because the draft came a little bit after?
It came after June 7th.
Right, June 7th. So, boy, there must have been another smooch in the works right after that, after you inked your name on that contract,
A
huh?
whole lot of smooching.
Yeah.
The funny part was is that we all went to Burns, and there were several couples there, and my lovely wife,
Yes.
girlfriend then,
Yes.
at Burns Steakhouse, ordered pork chops.
Well, maybe she just had a thing for pork chops. We're not going to hold that against her.
Were they good pork
Were they
chops?
good? Yeah, of course.
I'm
Were
sure they were.
And I'm sure they were good, but it's the whole thing nowadays. Anytime we talk about going or doing anything like that, we're gonna, we gotta ask her if she wants pork.
You want pork chops, baby? We'll get those special pork chops for you. That's good. And for those that may not know, Joe, tell us what year and what school you graduated from.
1967, Hillsborough High School.
There you go, Terriers. There's your first Terrier call
There we
tonight,
go.
1967. We know you're a lucky bully.
Big
Your
Red.
number is number 3. Go Big Red, 15-minute girl says.
How about the
and your
special
sponsor of the week?
sponsor?
I'm gonna go with Mike's Delivery, and someone should probably call in 221 bail.
221.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
when you're in jail, we're featuring Frank this week. All right, listen, Joe, beach week or graduation, which had more impact for you?
Well, I'd say graduation, but
Okay.
each week was I had left. I went
Oh.
to play ball.
That's right.
We get to go to beach week.
So you didn't go because at that time was beach week something that you just did when you were a senior? Because actually, if you had older brothers or if you had connections, you could go as a sophomore or a junior if you were cool enough. It had to be kind of cool to be able to go as a sophomore and a junior. But typically it was for graduation and it was a kind of a celebration of finishing school, correct?
Exactly, absolutely. It was more of a senior thing, and
That's what I thought.
looked older in my family than me, so that was it. So
Okay, well, listen, I'm sure that you were probably happier to be signing that professional baseball contract
Absolutely.
than going to spend a wasted week, and I mean that quite literally, at the beach. Joe, thanks for calling as always.
Thanks, Joe.
all right, good. Bye.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Listen, this tassel is fast.
Well, again, calls are hot and heavy
Here we
tonight,
go.
aren't they?
Here we go.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, this is Hugh. I'm from Colton.
You. Hey.
Hi,
there he
Hugh.
is.
How
Hi,
are
Hugh.
you?
Pretty good.
How
How you
are
doing?
you?
We're doing great. How did Stevie Dude open the show tonight?
Hey, was that
did
great
you
or
really
what?
think I wasn't here?
You had me.
Oh, good.
All
Yeah,
right.
we had you
There
at
you go.
hello. That's great.
Hey,
It
was
worked.
that was Oscar Award?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty good
think
stuff.
it was.
I'll tell you what, the weather was kind of cool over there in Paris, but the Eiffel Tower, that's the first time I'd ever been there. It was it's quite stunning. It's quite
That beautiful.
yeah, it's really quite a structure, and you get to stand underneath and look all around. There's a restaurant halfway up the tower. It's about 900 plus feet of tower, and quite impressive. We're not talking about Paris tonight. Here we're talking about graduation and beach week.
Yeah, mine was 68 at HB Plant High School.
HB, we got the Panthers in the house.
Good, good.
I'd gone to Jefferson a couple of years before, but they discredited it, and then I went to Plant my last year.
And you said 68?
68.
68. There it is, 68. Excellent.
And any special memories from that graduation commencement exercise?
Well, I was a kid named, I think his name was Rick Blanchard, that especially sticks out in my mind. He had injured his neck and he was paralyzed, and there was like, I think he was, if I recall correctly, somebody might can call and correct me if not, but I think he was graduating a little bit late, and he was completely paralyzed, and it was like, you know, so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of that happening back then either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than there's more now. I think.
More, just more of us, so more opportunity for stuff to happen. But yeah, whenever something like that happened, a car wreck or a skiing incident or something that, you know, somebody got injured horrifically, it was kind of big news back then.
It was. No doubt it was.
So do we have a sponsor of the week, Mr. Hugh?
I will take well, they already did the T-shirt, did they not? They did the T-shirt. Well, that was that was another one last week too.
Yeah.
Let's see. They do the bail bondsman. Do that one.
Did you want to go with that one?
That's
Go with that one this week. Yeah.
You want to go with that one?
Yeah,
Okay, we'll
okay.
go with that one. He went Mike's delivery, so we're going to go with.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, we're going to go with 2-2. When in jail, Hugh?
Call Mike.
2-2-1
Call Mike's
bail.
delivery? No, don't call Mike's delivery.
don't do that.
Unless he's delivering your bail money. It's 2-2-1 bail. When in jail, call 2-2-1 bail. So we're going to put you down for Frank Cueto bail bonds tonight.
Okay.
And how about your lucky bolita drawing?
Number 17.
Oh, that's a
good
great number.
number.
Lucky number 17. Do you have was it Beach Week or graduation, which was your favorite memory?
I think graduation.
Okay.
Graduation.
I'm going for beach weeks at that time. No.
That's 2 for graduation. We better come up with some Beach Week guys and gals out there.
I'm sure we'll get
I'm
some.
sure we will. Thanks, Hugh.
All right. Thank you.
As always, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Bye-bye.
Mark, what about you? Do you have any graduation stories or beach week?
Graduation story, as I recall, we our commencement exercises, and if we've got any 76 graduates out there from JHS, Jefferson High School, TJHS, I guess, because JHS could be Jesuit High School.
Right.
Look at this thing. It's driving me nuts.
It's driving me nuts.
If we have any graduates out there from Thomas Jefferson High School, class of 76, call in and verify this story. Commencement, I think, started about 5:30 in the evening, if I'm not mistaken, maybe a little bit later. I know that by the time we finished, it was dark. And it seemed like it went on forever and ever and ever. At one point, one of our featured speakers, invited guest, was Mr. E.J. Salsinas. And E.J. came on and he gave us the top 10, like before there was the David Letterman top 10 list, there was the E.J. Salsinas top 10 things to remember going forward list as young adults now embarking on the next part of our lives. And E.J. went on for a little while now. I mean, he got a little long-winded, and I know
He was into it.
I remember squirming, all of us squirming in our seats. If we had spitballs available to us at the time, I'm sure we probably would have brought those out. Yeah, it seemed like it was like forever. EJ, we love you. We know who you are, but please finish so we can go on to the party at the Armory, because we had that night. Our graduation party was at Fort Homer Hesterly Armory, and that was another exciting evening because
it hot in
it was
there?
incredibly hot. There was no air conditioning at the Armory,
no.
and this was 1976, the height of the disco era.
Oh,
so
my.
you were a sweaty mess by the time it was all over, but it was a lot of fun because the Armory held a lot of people. So a lot of your colleagues and your friends were there, I should say your classmates. This is a picture of Juan Santayana, and that's our dear friend from and owner of Amaryllis Restaurant, absolutely, sandwiches and more. And Juan is dressed in the Jefferson Dragon blue right there, and he was there that night. Maybe if Juan's out there listening tonight, he can call in and verify.
We've got a couple
story.
pictures of Juan tonight.
We've got another one of Beach Week coming up in a minute.
And another one.
And there he is.
There he is.
Yeah, speak of the devil.
Right there.
There's Juan.
Looks like his son.
It does.
Juan Jr.
Juan, did you graduate? How old were you when you graduated? 12 or 13?
That's not nice.
No, I'm just saying. Maybe he was. He graduated. He was double promoted. Because some people graduated at 16 if you skipped third grade. But Beach Week was sort of a rite of passage for a lot of people, as we recall. There was you went there with an agenda, and it was either to experience life for the first time. Wink, wink, wink.
G-rated show.
A lot of winking. Yeah, G-rated for great. And to see how much alcohol you could consume.
I think that was the male agenda.
Yes, and the girls didn't have anything like that up their sleeve at all. The girls didn't want to be where the boys are. It wasn't like beach blanket bingo.
And look at the cute
Annette
guys
Funicello
and
wasn't
hang
there.
out
Of course it was going on. Both sides were equal. How about you, Stevie?
Well, one of the ironies of
While we're waiting for our next caller.
Yeah, well, a great story I have from Beach Week.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Look right into the camera there and tell these nice folks.
Definitely. It was all about a footprint. And What happened was we all loaded in Timmy Medulla's car. It was me, Timmy,
Okay.
Jimmy Medulla,
Okay.
Robert Morrow, Mike Scalero. We all was loaded into his Ford Fairlane, drove to the beach, windows down, burning hot, sweating. I think we're listening to Boston, More Than a Feeling on the 8-track.
More Than a Feeling.
And we checked into the hotel, Holiday Inn at St. Pete Beach. And in the luggage, along with our luggage in the trunk, there was a big 10-pound tray.
Excuse me?
10-pound tray of,
Okay.
of yellow rice and chicken.
All right.
That Carmen Medulla made, the Medulla's mother made.
Oh, wow.
And so that was going to be our dinner for the next night. So we got there kind of late. The tray was so big, literally this deep, 10 pounds.
That's a lot.
It wouldn't fit in the
Had to
refrigerator.
last all week.
Yeah. They have little mini refrigerators in the
Yes,
hotel.
I Sure. do.
It wouldn't fit in there. So we set it on the floor along the wall. And about 2 in the morning, our plan was to eat this the next day, our yellow rice and chicken. I was craving it too. Well, we smelled it the whole way there in the car too. So, but anyway, about 2 in the morning, 3 of us were sleeping, the lightweights. And 2 o'clock in the morning, here comes 3 in the morning, here comes Tim and Mike Scalero coming in from, I guess, drinking.
Who knows
somewhere.
where?
Who knows where. Mike stepped right into the plate, the tub.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Yellow rice and chicken, barefoot.
Oh, no!
Barefoot, so there was an obvious footprint right in the middle of the yellow rice and chicken.
That's
And it was
not
compressed
good.
all the way down to the bottom of the pan.
Oh, no.
So that kind of
Did
spoiled.
you eat around it, or?
Well, needless to say, needless to say, no one had any yellow rice and chicken.
Yellow rice and toe jam, that should have been called.
boo.
What is going
It was
on
really
there?
gross.
Okay,
That
so
is gross.
so that's
That's terrible. After all the work
Yeah.
that women went
That
through
nice
to
lady.
make that for you.
And
Yeah.
to this day, I don't know if she really knows that happened. Or
Well,
not.
she knows
sounds
now.
like typical
She knows-
guy stuff
She knows
to
now.
me.
So if any of those people that were in that story, look at that
That's a
guy
good
there.
picture.
If any of
you.
those people that were in
It's like
that
our
story,
son.
yeah, remember that story. And if that lady is still with us and she's still around, you might want to give her a call
Yeah.
and tell her that Steve has exposed what
Yeah,
happened to her
she may not know.
arroz con pollo. Apparently, but it also begs the question. We'll talk about this picture here in just a minute. Callers, the phone number 977-6800-813. If you're local, you don't have to dial that. If you're out of the area, 813-977-6800. It begs the question. What in the world was that pan of arroz con pollo doing on the floor anyway?
It wouldn't fit in the
Well, it wouldn't fit in the
refrigerator.
refrigerator.
Well, put it on
You
top of
remember
the
those
shelf.
little? You remember
Put it on the
those
table.
little
There wasn't-
refrigerators they had in the room?
Yeah, no, I
Well,
remember.
the rooms are small. They
were.
They slept 2, but usually
True.
had
Yeah.
5 or 6 people in
Yeah.
there
Or
at a
12.
time,
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah, or 12.
Whoever stopped by.
And the funny thing about Beach Week too, you would check into your hotel.
Yeah.
And what was the first thing you do? You go hang out in someone else's hotel room.
Yes.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah,
That's true.
see who was there.
Yeah, you
had
walk
to go
around,
make
go
the
to the
rounds.
pool, walk around,
Right,
see who
right.
was,
Yeah.
and you knew pretty much who was going to be where. And let's talk about that for a minute. Okay, let's talk about this guy for a minute. How about this picture?
who's that guy?
Take,
Who
take
is
us,
that
take us
man?
out of here, Jeffrey, so we can see the entire. Look at that. That's a fabulous picture. If I had time to go home before.
I'm surprised you weren't showing your biceps.
Before,
in that
well,
picture,
hello,
sir.
I couldn't because
You're
I was
sort
I was
of
wearing-
showing them.
Yeah, I'm doing something. They had the class ring on, and of course the faux high school diploma. That's Bryn Allen work at its best. Right
Bryn
there.
Allen.
I think we all went to
Took
Bryn Allen, didn't we?
Everyone's pictures.
And here's a trivia question for those of you out there watching, and I don't want anybody here on the set to blurt it out. What was another great thing that we did with our tassels after graduation? Don't anybody here say it. I'm waiting for our next caller to call in and tell us, what else did we do with our tassels? Now, I know it's too easy, right? It's too easy.
I know what I did with mine.
I know what I did with mine too. Stevie, do we have a breakdown? Do we know for sure? Because certain high schools went to certain beaches, as we recall. You know, like maybe the Robinson people went
Yeah.
to Indian
Hillsborough
Rocks.
went to St.
And
Pete.
Madeira. I remember
Hillsborough
going
went to
some
St.
St.
Pete.
Madeira.
Sure.
Some of us went to Mad Beach, Madeira Beach.
Right.
St. Pete Beach was also an option. You know, Indian Rocks, Reddington Shores. So if you're out there and you had, you got a line on that, call us up because we'd like to know. Look at Juan Santayana. What a
There he is.
good-looking guy,
Handsome
huh?
Handsome
young man.
dude.
Huh? Future owner.
Still a
of-
handsome dude.
Yeah,
Amaryllis
future owner
restaurant.
of Amaryllis.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's a terrific picture right there.
That is very good.
Juan, you haven't changed a bit either.
Well, his hair's changed a little.
A little bit.
Yeah, we all got a little less hair now these days. Hey, we got 2 callers lighting up.
at
We
this.
must have hit a nerve somewhere.
We did.
Baby, you want to take this one? You want to say hello to our caller?
Hello.
Well, no, I mean, you want to do the caller, you're on the
You
air?
do it
All right,
and I'll
Stevie,
say.
you're on. Go.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Oh, well,
Okay.
hello,
Hey,
CP.
St. Petersburg.
First time caller?
We used to hang our tassels from our rear view mirror.
Yeah, that was
Nice.
too
That's-
easy. That
that's
was
what I
too
did too.
easy. Of
Yep.
course, we all did. But then what happened to the tassel after about 6 to 8 months? Can you recall?
What we did 6 to 8 months after?
No. What happened specifically to the tassel 6 to 8 months
I
later
know.
that you got all PO'd because, damn, I didn't realize that was going to happen?
I know.
They faded.
Yep.
They faded.
The sun, the Florida sun. Yeah.
Look at that. We're all sharing the same memory because we all did the same thing. Who are we talking to?
Chelsea.
Oh, Chels. Hi, Chels.
Hi, guys.
Oh, first time calling. We're so happy you're calling.
Y'all look beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How'd you like that opening? Wasn't that fun?
Wasn't that fantastic?
That was fun. The show is always great.
We planned that ahead, and I tell you what, we came in here on the fly, and Jeff was so great because he was able to get that uploaded and put in place literally about 15 minutes before we went on the air. So that was something special for our fans, and we hope you guys enjoyed that.
Beautiful, beautiful. I enjoyed it.
Jefferson class of?
74.
Okay, very good. And?
It was Virginia back then.
Yes, it was. It was Virginia. We knew that. Virginia Shaw. Listen, Chels, tell us, you have a favorite graduation story or perhaps a Beach Week story?
Well, the only one that I can say it's going to be broadcast was just that after graduation, we were so excited about Beach Week that we all piled in the car and drove to the beach and slept in the car until we could check in.
Well, you know, because after you graduated, correct me if I'm wrong, we went to the graduation party, and then it was the next morning that typically we started the Beach Week festivities.
Exactly, but we didn't wait.
No, desesperado. We couldn't wait.
were in a hurry.
We couldn't wait. We
get
just wanted to
there.
get to the beach.
Exactly.
And you know, the best part about it was we always had chaperones. Isn't that right, Shel?
No.
Yeah, well, there's a wink, wink, look,
yeah,
wink, wink.
there was a chaperone. I think it was me.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course,
there you
of
go.
course. Or somebody's brother or
Isn't that
sister
amazing that there
who
were
never showed up.
I don't think anybody had chaperones.
But when we did check in, the manager of the hotel told us that we weren't allowed to sneak any boys in through the window.
Yeah,
Of
right,
course.
right.
Right, we know
Which
that
you
goes.
immediately took the screens off the window to facilitate said sneaking in of such boys.
Exactly.
Exactly.
How's Isabella Rossellini?
Yeah, how is she? She doing okay?
Yes.
She getting used to her new digs?
Yes.
She's
very much
adorable.
So,
Yeah,
yes.
for those of you that don't know, Shells has a new baby, and
Congratulations.
she's a Chihuahua Pug mix, is that correct?
Exactly. Very good memory.
Yeah, and she's
Really
gorgeous,
cute.
she's adorable.
That's awesome.
She is.
And her name is
Ken.
Isabella Rossellini, and she's beautiful.
Sitting right here with me watching the show.
Wonderful.
Nice,
Oh yeah,
nice.
do you have a sponsor of the week that we might write down for you?
Well, you know, I love Frankie Cueto. What can I say?
Okay, so we're gonna go with Frank Cueto. I think Frank Cueto should just be the sponsor of the week. Everybody should just say Frank Cueto tonight.
Exactly.
You know, why not?
Exactly.
Why not? The mayor of West Tampa. We love Frank
That's
Cueto.
it.
How about your lucky bolita number?
44.
44 it is. And graduation night, the ceremonies, or beach week?
Beach Week.
Okay, there's our first Beach Week call.
There we
Hey,
go.
Shells, thanks so much for calling. And if this works out the way it has for us in recent weeks, you're going to probably end up winning the Bolita drawing. It's not a fix. There's no way. Here's the bag of tricks. There's no way we can fix this. But it just so happens
Yes,
on
it
the
does.
show that our first-time callers
Right.
end up winning. So we
That
love
always
that. And
happens.
wish you good luck.
Thank you very much. I love you guys.
Thank you. We
Thank
love you
you,
too, baby.
Shells.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That's great to hear from Shells.
That's a good call.
Yeah, that's great to hear from
I should
Chelsea.
have thought it was her when she said St. Pete.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think right away because, of course, I've got
Yeah.
jet lag.
I knew.
But
But
speaking of chaperone, there
Yep.
was on that big face. I can't say the word. That big social networking site, the one that you
Face.
starts with face.
starts with face. the one you can friend someone. You could
You
like
poke and
someone.
like, you
or
poke
can
and like.
someone,
Yeah, you poke
know?
and like.
You know which one I'm talking
Yes,
about.
of course.
Yes.
But anyway, here's what she wrote. Mary P. Valdez. She wrote, "Beach Week for the 4 years of high school with my mom as chaperone. Too funny."
Oh, wow.
Lorna Lang. She writes, "Plain quarters with pictures of screwdrivers."
Laura?
No, not calling.
that Laura Lang?
Laura Lang.
Oh wow, Laura
Yeah.
writes in that Laura graduated with me at Jefferson. That's
She
great.
said that she's not going to call in about that.
Oh my!
I
Thanks,
wonder
Laura.
why.
I hope you're watching. We love you too.
One
Thanks,
more,
Laura.
Leanne Bill Wood.
Okay.
I'll never tell would get us in too much trouble.
Yeah,
And that's kinda
you
like
see,
the,
you
that's-
see.
that's the pattern we're
Now,
seeing, yeah.
that's a pattern.
got another
Did
call,
anybody there? We're going to get to the caller. Caller, we see you there. Stand by. Did any of the three ladies that wrote in, Mary Valdez, Laura Lang, or Leanne Wood, did any of them give us either?
No, they sure didn't. But we got
Well,
a
if
couple
you guys
emails,
are watching out there, we read your email. We'd like for you to call in and give us at least your bolita
Number, Right.
number of the week so
Right.
we can enter you in the drawing. Okay, very good. Let's go to the phones.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, it's Rose Durant.
Oh, there's
Hey,
Rose.
Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Rose, we have your pictures here. You just sent it to us.
I know.
Thank you.
We,
There's the last hoo-ha time there. Yeah, all three of you sitting up
I
front.
know
Isn't that
they let me come to the man table, Rose.
15-minute girl is the 60-minute girl today.
Listen, let me tell you, yes, she's a 59-minute
They better
girl.
watch out because this could get addicting.
Yeah,
Ocean for one night.
yeah, I'll say. She's moving on up,
I tell you, well,
like George and Wheezy.
I tell you what, graduation was probably my best because I was 18 years old and drinking age was 18.
It sure was, wasn't it?
Remember
remember
too
that.
much of Beach Week. I also was the one that was buying most of the alcohol.
Absolutely. You were the most popular. Listen, everybody made room for Rose in the car, I'll tell you what.
That's right. And what's funny is we stayed on St. Pete Beach at the Friendly Native Resort.
Oh, there you go. Friendly Native.
Oh,
We'll
wow.
write that down. That's fresh.
The friendly Tampa native.
Yep, Friendly Native.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
St. Pete Beach. Now that was, I'm guessing it was, because the other end was the Colonial Inn and the Desert Ranch, and then it went down to the Schrafts and the Alden and the Coral Reef. And
Yeah, but
and
we didn't stay at those
it was
big
an
places.
old building.
It was an older
Yeah,
one, right?
all of the places we stayed were
Right,
little old
right.
places.
Yeah, mom and pops, more or less.
Yes, yeah.
But
Because
we
they
s-
were reasonable.
Well, they were reasonable. You
And they would let us stay
They would
there.
let you stay there. That was the other thing. Because, you know, that's why they ended up having to stop Beach Week, Rose, because
Right.
there was so much liability. I
Yeah.
mean, we weren't horrible, but we weren't
Not
great
compared
either.
to like
you know
they
what I
are
mean? We were
today.
just
Oh my
teenagers
gosh.
blowing off steam
Right.
after graduation.
Yeah.
And, you know, around stuff for the first
There were
time.
some
so-
things happening, but
Yeah, it was
not
like,
too
Yeah,
much.
not too
Rose,
bad.
did we get your year and school that you graduated from?
King High School, 78.
King 78, Stevie?
Rose, I'm 78 Hillsboro.
I know
Did you have a
are.
question for Rose?
Yeah, in fact, did you know Lori Johnson?
Pardon me?
Did you know Lori Johnson from Hillsboro? I mean, from
King.
From King?
From King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, well, one of the pictures I sent you after graduation when I ripped off my gown thing,
Right.
kept my clothes on but ripped it off, that's with Susie Johnson. But Lori Johnson, I did know, I emailed you one time about that.
Oh, you know what? I don't remember that.
He's going to have to
Yeah,
research
I
that
have to
because
go back in my inbox, I guess.
rumor has
Yeah.
it that Steve had him a crush on one Lori Johnson for a little while.
Actually, I met her at Beach Week, of all things. That's where I met her. But she was,
So anyway, I also sent you my Belita number is
We just-
51.
51,
that.
okay, very good. I'm writing that down as we speak. Excellent. Thank you.
And let's see, I think tonight,
Sponsor?
I don't want to take Debbie's sponsor because I know it's going to be the world famous
Tiny Tap,
Right,
right?
But I think I'm going to go, how about Columbia Jobbing with Artie?
Okay,
go.
Columbia
That's a
Jobbing,
good
very
one.
good.
Good one.
Excellent.
choice.
All right, you guys, take care.
Thank you so much for
Rose.
calling, Rose. Well, listen, we'll be in touch, and we still have a conversation that we need to have relative to the crew and the float.
Right,
So let's
right.
have that conversation real soon.
We'll get together.
Did you get my email I sent you?
I did. You know, I just. Go ahead, Stevie. Ready?
no,
ready?
yeah.
You ready? You know, I just flew in from Paris,
Yeah,
and
Rings
boy,
are
are my
really
arms
tired.
tired. Okay,
Oh,
that's
no.
just way too lame. But
Ba-dum-bum.
we'll have that conversation. We did get the email, so we'll follow up on that.
all right, great. You guys take care.
Thanks, Rose.
Bye, Rose.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's great. Look at this picture. Show this
is
picture
great.
right here. Stevie, do we have any information on
Courtney
this?
Campbell, right?
Well, you know, this is actually, you're right.
Rocky Point
Sally,
Beach Resort?
This is
One of those radio stations.
Courtney Campbell
deals.
Causeway. It's kind of a typical
Q105?
scene that we would see at Beach Week, though. You know, back in the day,
Yeah.
where we had different concerts or bands and
Yeah.
just get-togethers. And that's another thing that was interesting too.
That's a
Back
cool
then, we had
picture.
no cell phones, right?
None.
No.
But everybody
Pocket
knew,
full of dimes.
But everybody knew exactly at the Beach Week. Everybody
Where
knew
to go.
exactly where to
Word
go,
of
where the
mouth.
parties were,
Yep.
what beach, what hotel, what
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
everything. And communication.
And who was with who? and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Who
knew
was
everything.
not a couple anymore?
Yes,
and-
incredible.
And where the cool hotel was,
Right,
and the
right.
not so cool hotel,
Yeah.
and you know what you can do, and where you needed to be, and what you
Right.
needed to
Who
bring
had
with
booze,
you.
Who didn't have
Yeah,
booze.
there was the network was in place, and but we had to do it much more covert,
Right.
Right. On the
Because
down low.
because on the DL because we didn't have text messaging,
Right.
So it wasn't like you could just fire up the network and go put it on Facebook, and go, hey, we're all going to be here, If you had a book drop at noon, on Thursday, you had to go, hey, book drop at noon on Thursday, that kind of thing.
Book
And
drop?
You remember what a book drop was, darling?
No.
Yeah.
Stevie, what was a book drop?
It was when you drop your books.
Absolutely. You had a substitute teacher. Hey, book
Yeah.
drop at 11:30.
Exactly.
11:30,
Exactly.
everybody took their big science
Okay,
book and
okay,
dropped it. And the teacher
okay.
usually had his back to the class
Yep.
because they were writing on the board.
Scared everybody to death.
Of
yeah.
course, everybody jumped out of their seat.
Okay.
Teacher dropped the chalk.
Yeah. And the derelicts in the class.
Oh,
hey, there's a
my.
picture we need to
There's-
talk about. Should we talk about it
Yeah.
now?
Absolutely.
All right.
That-
Well, hold that picture there. We've got a caller, darling. Hang on. Leave that picture there. Let's let that percolate for a minute. Let's get this caller.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Jim Carney, and I'm calling from West Tampa.
Jim
Carney.
Carney. First time
This is
caller,
a-
Jim?
Yeah.
First time caller.
Sounds like it.
Big long time fan of Mike Beluha. The
Oh,
right.
wonderful. I just spoke with Mike today.
before
Wonderful.
and after, and I wanted to not only plug Mike's delivery,
Okay.
but also Mike Beluha for doing the great music.
Oh, beautiful.
I remember Tampa
Oh, wow.
on the front end and the back end of your show. Now, Steve,
Yes, sir.
I just turned in, and Lori Johnson.
Yes.
Now, I dated a Lori Johnson
Uh-oh.
2 weeks in 7th grade, but I don't think it's the same one. I think
Okay.
we got a lot of Lori.
A lot of Lori Johnsons, yeah.
Probably.
It
Well,
sounds like there
it's-
could be.
It's a common
Kind of a
name.
common
Okay,
name.
because Lori Johnson that I know ended up going to Tampa Catholic.
No, different one.
And
Different one.
she kept the stats for our basketball team over at Jesuit.
Okay, okay.
Kept
This-
track of her. Now, if she finds out that I've mentioned her name on the
You
television,
might have to send her a check or something.
you know, but I figure there's so many out.
You never know.
She'll just call me and yell at me.
Jim, did you go to Jesuit with Mike?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you came out in 75 with Mike?
75.
Okay, good, good, good. We'll put you down for Jesuit 74. We're just kind of keeping track. Jesuit 75. And listen, you don't have, and we're so glad that you called tonight, and you're first time, long time. First time caller, long time
Well,
watcher.
Mike Beluha told me about the show about 6 weeks ago,
Okay.
and I've been taping the show, but
Oh,
tonight I
nice.
just turned it on and
You got inspired. You had to call
Said
us.
hello.
got inspired.
Good.
We hit a nerve, I guess.
Well, Jim, listen, you don't have to sell us on Mike Beluha. We
love Mike
We
Beluha.
have profound affection for that man, and he's an extremely talented artist that we wish we can get more exposure for, and we're working diligently to do just that.
I wanted to say that. I know all of you
Sure.
are big lovers of Mike Beluha,
Yes.
Yes.
as am I.
Absolutely.
But your audience, everybody doesn't know. They see it in the credits, but
Right.
they don't hear about the man who makes that music. And if he had whatever backup band he was playing with, I don't know that, so maybe you could throw that in. Who was the keyboardist
Well,
on
here's
the track? and
here's
that?
what Mike is think laboratory, think mad scientist with beakers and Bunsen burners, because Mike actually goes
Literally.
in. Yeah, he goes into his lab, his sound lab,
Yeah.
and he creates this music with sound tracks that he lays one on top of the other,
Right.
and then of course he writes and sings the music also.
Creation.
Yeah.
And I talked with Mike today, and Mike's at home watching. We love you, Mike. Mike's at home.
Oh,
And-
he's at home. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm sure he's
Mike
watching.
helped me be.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I have the sound turned down, so we
Okay.
don't get the reverb, and I didn't realize I was speaking over you, Mario.
No problem. I was just going to say that I did speak with Mike today, and this is a perfect segue because he's kind of rewritten, if you will. He's taken a moment and he's kind of rearranged some things and rewritten I Remember Tampa. So he's about to re-release I Remember Tampa in a whole new version, in a whole new unit in time. And we're just excited to know that. And I'm sharing this with my colleagues.
did not know
I
that.
know because we in pre-production, I just got here a little while ago. We didn't have a chance to talk, but that's forthcoming. So everybody
Multi-talented man.
can look forward to that. Thanks for calling, Jim. We really appreciate
Yes,
it.
thank
That's a
you.
great
Give us your Lucky Bolita drawing number.
Oh, well, Bolita drawing, I'm going to go with 37 if it's not taken.
No, 37 is all yours. And,
open.
and graduation or beach week, which do you remember more fondly?
Oh, beach week.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a
I'm with
man's
you.
perspective.
And you all
Whoa,
were talking
that
about
was
the cell phones. No, no need for a cell phone.
No, no.
The party came to you.
That's
There
right.
you go.
That's
There
how-
you
that's
go.
how it
Pieces
was.
of Budweiser were in the closet, ready to go. That's where the party was.
Immediately in the-
little privacy, one little room. I'll leave the rest out. Your family show and all.
Thank you.
But yes. Things
We got the
you wouldn't
picture.
want your daughters doing were going on
Right.
in the mid-70s of Beach Week.
Yes.
Here. Jim, thanks so much for
Thanks,
calling.
Jim.
Hey, we hope to meet you soon at one of our events.
Yes, we do. Come out and see us.
Thanks, Jim.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of the show from the minute I turned it on.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Mike,
you.
Mario, producing the show, I know you just do a great job.
Thank you.
Highlight remembrances in the Lowry Park, all that. I love it.
Good, brother. Good. More to come.
Whole
More.
team,
Stay tuned.
50-minute girl, Steve, everybody. Y'all do a great job.
Thanks, Jim. More to come. Hang in there with us.
Hey, yeah, you got it, baby.
Thank you,
Call
brother.
back.
Bye-bye.
What a great call.
We better get the next caller.
Okay,
darling.
go.
do it.
Your image is still there. We'll get Stevie.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, it's Deb Palladine from Tampa, Florida.
Hi, Deb. How are you?
How are you?
Well, how y'all doing? Hey, Sally, welcome to the big man's table.
That's beautiful. Well, tell us, darling, what year you graduated? Wait, well, easy for me to say. What year you graduated, and what school you graduated from?
From Tampa Catholic, Curtis Hickson Hall.
Okay, TC, and what year?
1982.
82?
Okay.
82 TC. Fond remembrance of either graduation or beach week?
Well, we had a great motto. First of all, we're the class of 82. Who the are you?
Okay. Did we bleep that out? Or
No, she bleeped herself.
Okay.
Well done, darling. That was excellent use of the bleep there, as it were. I'll give you a ring on. There you go. You get a ring for that.
That's funny.
Wonderful. So,
well, graduation was like the formal ceremony, but beach week was, it was a week.
Yeah.
An hour, so.
And if you survived it with your baby oil and your iodine mixture was very popular back then. I don't know what our parents were thinking. What they sent us to the beach with little more protection than that.
They were putting it on too themselves.
Yeah, of course. We didn't have any sun protection. SPF what? What was that?
Exactly.
And of course the floating device de jour, French word. The floating device de jour was Steve. Can I take a whack at it?
Not sure.
I know, sir.
Okay, well, because 15-minute girl and I, we spent a lot of time
Inner
together.
tube.
Remember that?
Remember that? Stuck in your back.
Remember that?
The styrofoam one?
We'd always look for the the rubber inner tube, the black inner tube
hot.
that got on fire if you left it out in the sun, and then if that wasn't bad enough, the little nipple that you put the air into would half the time stick you in the ribs. What was all that about?
Yeah.
But if you drank enough beer, it didn't matter, did it?
You didn't feel it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, I sent y'all a picture. It's the only picture I have surviving from Beach Week.
We might have gotten it a little late to put it on the show. However, we will put it on that social networking site on the Tampa Native Show page. So be on the lookout for it there.
Yeah. What I remember is stuffing about 20 of us into a tiny little place. We had a nice place, but it got flooded the week before, so we had to go to their annex. And it was just this little tiny place. And there were like 20 of us stuffed into 3 rooms. But that was
sounds familiar.
Yeah, well,
but it was fun.
That's
We
the way
were
it
kids.
was.
We didn't care.
Yeah. And like we were talking about it earlier, it's sort of like when Beach Week kind of first got started, say middle 60s to late 60s. What they started in the middle to late 60s, in the middle to late 70s, we kind of like to think we perfected because, you got 10 years going with this now.
Yeah.
So by the middle 80s, not only was it in full flower, but it was like already kind of maybe going towards the wane side because, already the hotel owners were leery, the kids are coming back, oh my God, hide the women and children.
Imagine what it is now.
So now they don't even do it anymore because there's too much liability. But the truth was, there was about a 15 to 20 year period there where come March, April, your attention turned to Beach Week. And it didn't matter if you were a sophomore or a junior. You just wanted to finagle a ride. How do I get to the beach and how do I hang out there for, and if you had $20, you might last a few days.
We wouldn't do that now, though. Can you imagine all us old people going to Beach Week?
I think that might have
No, I can't imagine that.
Well, it was 4 seniors and by seniors and 4 seniors. But if you had a brother who was a senior and you were a sophomore or a cousin or something, you always managed to get involved somehow.
I hope Beach Week didn't happen to contribute to the fact that, back then the drinking age was 18 and then they raised it to 19 and then they raised it to 21.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
And who knows? I'm sure that it might have had something to do with it. That and those nights leaving the Mark Twain when, of course, you might have had one too many rum and cokes and, you probably shouldn't have been driving. But again, Tampa was a lot smaller. We talk about it every week. So you could... Not that I'm advocating this by any stretch, but you could theoretically get in your car and go from Hillsborough and Dale Mabry to, say, South Tampa. You wouldn't have too much traffic to contend with. Yeah. So, you were careful and, you could get home and everything. And nobody went that fast. I mean, you went down Dale Mabry 35, 40 miles an hour, and that was probably tops.
But now you can't call it even Dale Mabry. You have to call it Snail Mabry.
Because there's so much traffic. There's so much traffic. You're exactly right. Thank you, darling, so much. Can we get your sponsor of the week?
Oh, well, always Tiny Tap.
Yes, we figured Rose gave you away on that one. And how about your lucky drawing number?
How about 37 and my...
37, Jim Carney just took 37 before you, love. You can take 38 or 39, or if you want to go completely in another area, go somewhere else.
So, let's see. 13.
13?
13.
Lucky 13.
Lucky number 13. And
That does
beach
sound
week
good.
or graduation for you?
I'm going to say beach week.
Beach week it
Okay.
is.
Lasted longer.
Thank you so much for
You're
calling,
right,
darling.
you're
We always love it when you guys call. Call anytime. We're here every Thursday.
Your show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Caller, we see you there. We're going to talk a little bit about this picture so we can roll on. 15-minute girl, it is your time because as I look at the clock on the wall,
We're getting close.
it's 15 minutes
Wow.
till.
amazing.
The hour's
It's going
flying
really
by.
fast.
Darling, you have the floor. Look right
Okay.
into camera number 1 and tell us all.
Okay, my story is from that picture that you can see on the screen there. I had 2 black eyes and I think I broke my nose, but I never had it fixed. I was in a car accident. I had gone the week of graduation to on a date to the Palmacia Golf and Country Club, and it was a dance. And I wore my nice white lace dress that I was going to wear after graduation to the party, and my date decided that I should try driving his 57 Chevy. So I said, okay. And I didn't have my driver's license. I was a late bloomer. So we're driving along, and all of a sudden he said, oh, turn here. And I turned the wrong direction, and I crashed into the side of my church, the Manhattan Avenue Methodist Church.
Nice.
Made a big hole in the church. And he had to jump in the driver's seat and act like he was driving because, he would have gotten in big trouble too. So that's what happened. And the ambulance came, the police came, and I walked, I think it was about 6-8 blocks home to my house, and I had blood all over my white dress.
Ooh.
And I walked into the Florida room, and my parents were there, and I said, I was in an accident. And they got all upset, but I was okay. And then I had the 2 black eyes and a broken nose for graduation.
For graduation.
Yeah.
And that's
So that's my story. And then there was a nasty little rumor that was going around high school about what really caused the accident, which was really nasty and not true. So anybody who heard that little story? Nah.
Not true.
Not happening.
What a great story.
Now, that's a
Anyway.
memorable graduation.
That's a
for sure.
memorable graduation.
Oh, wow.
Let's take a quick caller. Do we have any more emails before
we do
get
have
to
a
the
couple
Believe the
emails
Drawing?
with a couple more numbers, too.
All right, good. Let's get
Yeah,
to the
let's
call
read
because
those.
they've been holding for a minute.
Okay.
And then we'll get to those emails.
Absolutely.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hi, this is Dory Requame, and I'm calling from Tampa.
Hi,
Hi,
Dory.
Dory.
Good to hear from you.
Really?
Howdy.
Hello?
Hi, darling. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, great to see you guys.
Look at that beautiful 15-minute girl there. That's a
sad picture.
That's a Bryn Allen special, but those blue eyes jump right off the
I
screen.
didn't want my picture
She looks
taken.
the same.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Right now.
She does.
Dory, what high school and what year?
78, Hillsborough, go Big Red.
Hey,
Go Big Red.
There you go with Mr. Steve
She was my
Canella.
classmate.
Right, that's right.
Excellent.
And my memory is basically not beach week, because I was not allowed to go to beach.
Well, a lot of girls
Oh,
didn't get to
no.
go. Yeah, they didn't get to go.
And
Okay.
so mine was a graduation.
Okay.
It was on my birthday,
Oh,
how cool.
June 8th, which was yesterday.
Oh, happy
Well,
happy belated birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dory. Happy birthday to you. There you
Thank
go.
you.
How about that?
How about that? That is good. How do we sound?
39 again.
That's right, that's right.
Well, darling, listen, we're getting close to the end of the hour here, but we got to ask you before we let you go.
Sponsor.
What year did Alan graduate high school?
With me, actually graduated a few months earlier.
Right.
Did Alan send us an email?
Yeah, we're going to read
Oh, we're
his
going to
email
read Alan's
shortly.
email.
Yeah,
I
we
gave
do.
something away there. I'm sorry, Alan. I know you're watching at home. Forgive
Yeah,
me.
we have his lucky number and
Oh,
his,
okay.
sponsor of the
We'll
week.
get to that in just a second. Give me your lucky number, Dory.
Okay, let's try 33.
33 it is.
That's
Very
not Alan's, I
good.
hope.
And sponsor of the week?
Amarilis.
Oh, good one.
We're going to meet up there again pretty soon. If not tomorrow, soon, I promise.
Okay.
Thank you, Dory. Thanks so much
Thanks
for
for
calling.
calling.
Thank you, guys.
We appreciate. Look at that. Hey, who's that? What's that school right there?
Yeah, there it is. Well, good timing.
There's the alma mater. Does that make you want to stand up and sing the alma mater right there, Dory?
No, I'm not doing it.
Okay, just checking. Thank you, honey. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Dory.
Guys, bye.
Bye-bye. Caller, we see you there. Hang on. We got
One
about
second.
10 minutes left. Go ahead,
This is
Stephen.
Alan Antonori's
Okay.
email. He
Okay.
writes, "Hey guys, Colonial Inn, St. Pete Beach was the place. The one of the very few hotels that had a high diving board. And his sponsor of the week is Brocados.
Oh, Brocados, okay.
Lucky number is 50.
Okay.
And get this, he writes, say happy birthday to Dory for me. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dory.
birthday. Thanks, Alan, for that email.
That's from Alan.
That's great.
We'll talk about this picture here in a minute because it's rather frightening.
That's a scary picture, I know. Jeff, let's go to the next picture right away. Okay?
Let's stay there for a minute.
Let's skip on to picture number
Should we get to the
19, I think.
Is there another email coming?
No, well, there is actually. No, wait a minute.
Pretty good looking
we have one
hair.
from Angela
Oh,
Romori.
that's a better one.
There you go. There's a
good.
better picture.
Nice
Stevie.
hair, Steve.
There we
There's
go.
Stevie
There we
C.
go.
Full head of hair right there.
Yeah. Thick.
Should we get the caller real quick?
Go ahead.
Let's go. All right. Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Philip Testa.
Hey, Phil Testa. There he is. Hi, Mr. Testa.
How you doing, Mario?
Doing great. Thanks for calling.
Oh, you betcha. I love you guys.
Love you too.
you too.
Chamberlain,
Love you as
class
well.
of 64.
Four.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, there was no beach week back when I was in high school.
It must have started just a few,
Yeah, I think
couple
it
of
did.
3 years after you then, Phil.
I'm so old, I think there was no beach.
No,
you're
we don't
not.
believe it.
And no history class.
You're not.
Chamberlain 64. So the Chiefs are in the house. That's great. That's our.
Nobody mentioned Chamberlain, so I had to call in.
Thank you. Thanks for
Absolutely.
representing the Chiefs. We appreciate that.
My brother went to Chamberlain, but
There
many,
you go. He
many
graduated
years
a few years after.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went to Chamberlain. That's right.
Hi, Steve. How you doing, my
Hey,
man?
There he
Philip,
is.
how you doing today?
Good, my friend.
Good, good.
Great show.
Did you watch it from the beginning, Phil?
Oh, yeah, I got it all tonight.
Did we fool anybody? Did you think I was really in Paris?
I thought you were in Paris.
I was.
I'm going to come
was.
down there and put Steve's dad
But not
head on
tonight.
my shoulder, I'm telling you.
And Philip, did I surprise you as well? Did I fool you?
Kid, totally.
Yeah, that was an act.
That was all an
He
act.
really wasn't nervous.
I wasn't nervous at all.
He
I
wasn't
can't
shocked.
believe it because I felt so...
He didn't forget how to read or anything.
You know what happened? I spent days working on my speech. You know, and what happened was I just relied on the speech too much. I
Right.
should
Yeah.
have just kind
Right.
of used my notes.
Yeah.
as a guide,
Yeah,
but
bullet points.
And your glasses.
That's what I did.
Oh yeah, but
And my glasses too. That was,
There's something to be said for the proverbial ataque de nervios.
that was
Yeah,
funny.
you
Yes.
had that too, brother.
Because I mean, I like I said, I was sitting at the top of the show. I'm sitting this close to him. You can't see me. I can reach over and touch him, and it was like, "Ay, Stevie, por favor."
We were both hurting for him.
Yeah.
You know
It
what?
was good that he fooled me.
Yes.
I know.
Yes. It was an act.
That's the first time that happened, you know. But hey, what can I say?
Yeah.
It's
won't
showbiz.
happen. It's show. There's no business like show business.
That's the risk you take with a
And
live
you
show.
guys got it down pat. I'm telling you.
Thanks, Phil. Thanks so much.
funny.
Listen,
Right.
real quick, your Bolita drawing number.
Oh, let's go with 4.
Oh, okay,
Going
4.
on the
And,
low end, huh?
and I'm gonna have to put you down for graduation on account there was no beach week back then.
That's right, there wasn't, but I'm going to go with Brocados on the sponsor.
Bocados, very good. Excellent.
All right.
Thank you, Phil. Thanks for
Thanks,
calling. We
Phil.
love you.
Good to see you. Take care of yourself.
Great to
guys.
see you too.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. We got to do the drawings. Can we get a time check from Jeffrey? Jeffrey? About 5 minutes.
And we
Okay.
have another email.
Quickly,
as well.
quickly, and then we got another call, and then we'll go to the Bolita Ball.
This is Angela Ramori.
Oh,
Right.
Angela, okay.
Angelo.
Hey guys, and 50-minute girl. I still have my graduation tassel from Jefferson High class of '63.
Nice.
Hanging from my rearview mirror in my 1965 Mustang convertible, which I have seen that car.
That is
Beautiful.
so cool.
That's cool.
The tassel is still in good condition, and Steve can attest to it because he has seen it, which I have. It's
Very cool,
My,
Angelo.
my Bolita number is 24.
24?
And the sponsor is my friend Simon Canassi. Great
Oh,
show.
excellent. Simon Canassi. Yeah, who's also a member of the same car club.
That's right. That's right.
And a car collecting aficionado? Is that
That's
the way to say
perfect.
that?
Like a
All
cigar
right.
aficionado.
Caller, you're on the air. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, and do it quickly because we're going to go to the Bolita drawing.
Hey, it's Tanya.
Hey, Tanya, how are
Tanya.
you?
Hi, Fernandez, that is.
Of course.
Not
Fernandez.
Russo. Okay.
Number 12, you can put me down
Yep.
before I forget to tell you.
The former Tanya Mendoza. Go ahead, Tanya.
Graduation for me.
Hey.
Because a couple of things. I remember we had a Jefferson class of 77. I know you know that.
Yes, yes.
We had a classmate sing at our graduation at Curtis Hickson.
Oh, cool.
Vince Paglino. I can give a shout out to Vince.
And Vince got a great voice. That's right. That's right.
Everything must change.
Wow.
Oh, man. That's George Benson, no?
Yep, George Benson.
What a great song.
And the
That's
other
a good
thing
song.
was, in line, as we were going to graduate, Dino proposed to Mary
Oh.
And they're still married today.
Wow.
her. They are grandparents.
And we
That's
see, and they are
cool.
grandparents, and we see Dino every now and again because he's playing with that team that's practicing to go to Cuba in the fall.
right. Oh, that's right.
And Dino's active also with the Plant High School baseball. So if Dino and Mary are watching, hey Dino and Mary, congratulations
That's
on
awesome.
staying together all these years. That's good. And somebody else that I know named Tanya and Buddy Fernandez, they've been married a while too.
That's right, 27.
So we've got you down for 12. We've got about 3 minutes to go. We're gonna have to let you go, Tanya, but thanks for calling.
No problem.
We love you.
Enjoyed
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh, another
All right.
picture. You got to do this drawing too.
Yeah, you got another Bolita drawing?
It's an email, but it's
3
from
minutes,
Mike
okay.
Beluha, but no numbers here.
No number? Well, read Mike's message real quick.
Aegean Sands, Clearwater Beach.
I can't untie this.
The Allman Brothers.
I don't know what it is.
Eat a Peach. Beautiful memories.
You have to
There you go.
Mike, thanks for all you do, by the way.
All right, we'll let the 15-minute reach in there. Tell them what they won, Johnny.
Yes.
What they're going to win today. Reach over there, Darling.
Oh.
Pull that out of there real quick.
This?
Yes, that's it. Because we are so green here at the Tampa Native Show, we use these recycled shopping bags, these market bags, when we go to market because we don't want the plastic to end up in the gyre. We don't want the plastic to end up in the ocean
And
in
it's
our water
such a
supply.
nice-looking
And it's
bag.
very cool. So here we
It's
go.
very handy as well.
Darling,
Okay.
closest to without going over, Stevie.
Let's see the list.
There's the list. Darling, reach in there. We got about
The
2
envelope,
minutes.
please.
And hurry, please.
Oh, gotta
This
put my-
Bolita drawing brought to you by Fran
Okay,
Costantino
and the number
and Company.
is... Oh, my!
Wait a minute.
Number 13.
No way. I knew that was going to win.
Wow,
That's-
13 on the money. That's
amazing.
good, right?
Yeah, Deb won.
Oh,
That's
on the money.
amazing.
When she
Pretty
said
cool.
lucky 13, I knew they had to do
Lucky
that.
13
There
it
you
is.
go.
Yeah.
You win.
Send us an email. Let us know when we can meet up with you, probably at Amaryllis, and we'll
Absolutely.
get that bag to you right quick.
Our official
Also,
merchandise.
our
That's pretty
sponsor
cool.
of the week this week, before we get out of here, is... Ta-da! As if you didn't know.
221
When in jail, who are you
bail.
going to call?
Or I don't know about you, but when I'm in jail, I call 221 bail.
Yeah, 221 bail. Frank Cueto. So we had 2 winners on the Frank Cueto. So Frank, we're going to have to get another shirt from you, my man.
Yes, we will.
Because we had 2 winners. Stevie, read the winners' names there for Frank Cueto. I believe it's Hugh Perrette
You Perrette.
and
Who's the other one?
that's Chelsea.
That's Chelsea, right?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chelsea DeHaven Shaw. Give me a time check, Mr. Time Check producer man. Sitting at the technical director station. Look at that picture right there.
Where is that? Is
That looks like it's a
Jefferson?
football game at Tampa Stadium. And how that snuck in there, Stevie, I don't know.
You know, that's a good question.
you have a story
How did
behind that?
No, not at all.
So we
that
started.
your picture
We
from
started.
Jefferson?
I don't know. It
Well,
looks like
it's
I don't
high
even-
school.
It's high school.
It's high
That's
school.
what it is. It's high school.
It's right before graduation.
We want to get out of here in time. Can you give us a time check, Jeffrey? I don't know. He's not. 1 minute. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
1
okay.
minute.
1 minute. Do we have anything that we need to announce, Mr. Steve, TV
No, we'd like to
announcer
thank
guy?
all of our sponsors. We didn't read them this week like we normally do.
Well, but you know what? We're going to encourage everybody
right.
at this point in time to go to TampaNativesShow.com. TampaNativesShow.com. An entire list of all of our sponsors, including links to their respective businesses and websites. We ask that you all please take a moment
Please
to
do.
check those out. We love our sponsors.
We love our sponsors.
We would not be here without their
Without them,
generosity
right.
and their graciousness. So please, a great big shout out and a great big thank you to our sponsors. We're going to have a couple of events coming up. Stay tuned for that. We've got just 2 more weeks left.
2 weeks?
I know.
2 weeks
Can you believe
left
it?
here
Of this
in
month?
this current season. So stay tuned because in the next couple of weeks there'll be some huge announcements being made. Stevie, what a great show tonight.
This has been fantastic.
How much time we got,
Been
Jeff?
fun.
How much? What happened? Jeff.
Back when we were younger and everything seemed new. We used to have a lot of fun, yes we did, no matter what we do. Sleeping days, long summer nights, going anywhere we pleased. This love I've always called my own, a love that I've always known. Yes, I remember Tampa. She remembers me.